everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Jana and this is Stripes and Twine. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Tradesy, Mercari, you name it, I probably sell on it. You can also find me on Instagram at Stripes and Twine, and I'd love it if you went and followed me over there. So today I wanted to share with you my February sales. I'm kind of like up at my desk today, so you can see quite a bit of my office, but I took this opportunity. I had some really good natural light outside, and then my son is watching a show right now. So fingers crossed that he gives me just a few minutes of time to record this video. But first of all, I wanted to start with my Tradesy sale. So this was a really good one. I'm gonna put everything up right here. So that's where it's gonna pop up. This was a pair of boots that I had purchased for about $6. I didn't recognize the name. All I saw was AS98. I guess these are called Airstep. I would say these are a bolo. Keep an eye out for these. They had a lot of interest on all of the sites. I like to put my higher end items, my higher priced items over on Tradesy because I feel like it just gives it another marketplace to, you know, expose them to. I don't put everything on Tradesy. Really, honestly, right now I only have about 10 items over there, but this sold over there. So that was a really nice chunk of change. And I will take that sale. So yeah, that was my one Tradesy sale, my very first Tradesy sale. Moving on to eBay. The first item that I'm gonna talk about is this Albion swimsuit. Albion, I love. If I find them, I pick them up. Obviously, if they're in terrible condition, I don't, but they fit really nice. They have a good following. They sell really quickly. This is my second swimsuit I've sold in Albion. This one only took about 2 days to sell, I think. So, and I also have it, I'll put a card right here, but I'll stick a card up there for the 10 items that I'm excited to list this week. And that was from about 2 weeks ago. So if you want to go check out that video. The next item, so these are Starbucks via latte, I think they're the peppermint mocha. I just happened to find these at my local grocery store after Christmas. I think sometime in mid-January they were there. They were $2 a box. I actually picked up 7 boxes. One of them was opened, and so I kept that. The box was open, so I just didn't want to send that out. But I do like these. I didn't go searching out for these. I just happened to find them at the grocery store. So I picked them up. They kind of seem to be doing okay on eBay. And then these sold within about 2 days on eBay. This is the only Starbucks product that I have bought that has had any kind of success in selling. I know there are people out there who buy all the Starbucks mugs, all of the cups, all of the, like, you know, reusable cold cups and hot cups. And I got caught up in that hype right before Christmas. Haven't sold a single one. So for those of you who do sell them, that's awesome. I wish I could. They just don't sell for me. I keep looking down because this is where I have all of my notes, just in case you're wondering what I keep looking off at. So the next item is this Rag & Bone sweater. I picked this up at the bins. It probably cost me about $2 or $3. This is a Rag & Bone. It is a collaboration with Target, and this one sold pretty well, so for 30 bucks. This next item, this is a vintage Michigan rag company printed sweatshirt on a Jersey's sweatshirt. Did I get all of that right? This one was pretty cool. It was a size 2XL, if I believe. I did mark it as a unisex. This again sold on eBay. It was an awesome find that I found at an estate sale. It was actually kind of funny. My mom lives in another city about 45 minutes away, and my parents are snowbirds. They're here in Utah half the time. They're in Florida the other half of the time. And she was here. There was an estate sale up the street from her. She called me up. I drove down that Saturday morning. We went to this estate sale, and I found some pretty good pieces. Not all of them are winners. They had a lot of them marked up, but this one sold pretty well. This one sold for $30.75. I paid, I think, $4 for this sweatshirt at the estate sale. I just knew it had that look, you know, that oversized, unisex, anybody could wear this kind of a sweatshirt. And it was a fun pickup. This next item, I loved this sweater. I even contemplated keeping it. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I did my research on it. Dale of Norway is a great sweater company. I sold maybe 2 or 3 this winter, the ones that I was able to find. This sweater was really cool because I found it at the thrift store. I paid $10 for it. I was actually leaving shopping at the thrift store and I see this, rolled out rack in the men's section, and I walk over to it and I kind of am browsing through and I see this Dale of Norway sweater, and then right behind it is another Dale of Norway sweater. So I pull off the 2 immediately, I throw them in my cart, and I'm walking to the front inspecting them because I was about to check out. And they look like they're in amazing shape, amazing condition. So brought them home, did a little bit of research. What was cool about them is that the first one, this one that is the green, had an emblem patch on the cuff, the sleeve, that said St. Anton 2001. And the other one had an emblem patch on the same area of the sleeve that said 2002 Olympics and Norway. Norge is what it said on the back, Norge. So looked that up. That is Norwegian for Norway, in case you didn't know. And then it also had Norge on the back. And I kind of was like looking into what, okay, this is cool. I know that Dale of Norway has made sweaters for Olympians in the past, and Utah, I do find a lot of 2002 Olympic stuff here because I do live in Salt Lake City, and this was home of the Winter Olympics in 2002. This one I just kind of figured was another one of those 2002 Olympic pieces. Did come to find out that this sweater was only made for the Norwegian team. So that was pretty cool. Then I did some more research on the St. Anton, and it had 2001. So I looked up, St. Anton 2001. And then I kind of came to the conclusion that this sweater was only given to the national champions for downhill skiing in the 2001 national championship in St. Anton. So I was like, well, this is pretty dang cool. So process of elimination, kind of figuring it out. I'm not 100%. I do not know this for sure, but my speculation is that these 2 sweaters were owned by the same person who is a downhill skier and competed in the 2001 Winter Olympics here in Salt Lake City. So I did list this pretty high. I think I listed it for about $145, and it sold for $92. Yeah, $92. This next item, I loved this purse. I actually had a hard time selling it, but it just wasn't my style. This was actually, I purchased this on Poshmark beginning of last summer, and it wasn't a great listing. I just really wanted, to add to my vintage Coach collection. I have a few of them. I love them. And this one, when I got it, was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Vintage Coach is really big right now, and so took the opportunity to go ahead and sell it. So that one, I think I purchased it with shipping around $25. And so I did sell it on eBay after I used it for $37. The next item, and we are still talking about my sales on eBay. This one is a brand called Cool. I love this brand. I know Street Savvy, if you follow her, she really loves this brand as well. I have the benefit of living in Salt Lake, and this is where Cool is designed and produced. So I don't find it a lot, but when I do find it, it's usually in pretty good condition. I wish this one fit me because it was an awesome coat. And it sold for $70. This was also in one of my promotions through eBay. So I did take quite a bit of a lower offer, I guess, than I normally would have. I think I actually, at this point, I was having some really, really low sales this week, and I had set everything in my eBay store at 50% off. And that one sold for half off, and I still made a good return on my investment. I think I spent on that one $8 at a thrift store. The next item, this one is a vintage Ralph Lauren blazer. It had a really cool emblem patch sewn on the pocket. This is from that same estate sale that I got the Michigan Radco sweatshirt, the gray oversized sweatshirt. The same estate sale. I paid $9 for this one. It wasn't a great buy. I kind of took a chance on it because I know some vintage Ralph Lauren, especially if it has some kind of like a distinct, marking or something like that, that they can go for a little bit more. And this one sold, I would say, within about a month, but it didn't have a whole lot of interest. So when I got this offer, I went ahead and took it. The next item is an item that I wanted to show you that was a flop. So back in August of last year, I went to the bins one trip, the Goodwill outlet, and I found 7 pairs of UGG boots. I took the time to clean them all up. Some of them were in great condition. Some of them were in not the best condition. I took the time to clean them up, and throughout the winter, they all sold. My goal was to make $150 profit on all of these UGGs. I met my goal, actually exceeded my goal, and I made about $170 in profit on these UGGs. This was the straggler. They got some interest here and there, and they just wouldn't sell. I actually got tired of looking at them. You know, we're going into spring, summer, and I just threw them over onto eBay and I put them at auction, and they sold for $12.05. The buyer paid shipping, and they're out of my house. So I still made a profit. I think my profit on those was maybe like $6.50, but that's okay. It went toward my profit as a whole for all of those UGGs, and I'm happy. Moving on to Poshmark. I had some good sales over there. None of them were super stellar, but I'll take what I can get. I mean, a sale is a sale. And the first item was the Soft brand. They were suede, color block Mary Janes. They were really cute. I liked these a lot. I got them at the bins. I kind of took a chance on them. They were the first Soft brand shoes that I've ever picked up. They sold pretty quickly, and they sold for that price. Forgot to write it down in my notes. Anyway, the next item, this is a Talbot's skirt. So I put this in here because I wanted to talk about Talbot's a little bit. I know some people are into selling Talbots. Personally, I wasn't until I came across a estate sale that had a closet full of Talbot's new with tags items. The benefit to these items was that they were all sized about 12 to 18, which is a great mid-size, and they have almost all sold. I got them for a steal. I think I picked up 25 pieces at $1 a piece for these, and they have consistently sold for me between $25 and $40 on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So I would personally say, you know, if you find Talbot's new with tags for $1 or $2 and it's a current style, pick it up. It could sell. It's worth taking a chance on. And, you know, Talbot's has a great following. Next up, these were a really awesome find. These are a really cool pair of English writing habits. They were a really fun purple color. I think I posted these Saturday night around, I don't know, 11 p.m. and I woke up to 3 different offers on this one pair, and I think I had marked them at 110, and then I got offers, you know, from 60 to 80, and then I went ahead and took this $80 offer. I thought that was very reasonable. Keep an eye out for writing habits. The item I'm going to show you next was very exciting. I have found Rothy's twice now, and both of them have been in excellent condition. These were a slightly sought after print. They weren't, you know, in the $300 range like some other sought after prints are, but these did sell for $128. I listed them competitively with other comps on Poshmark. These did sell for $128. They were really cute. I would personally love to find a pair of Rothy's in my size. I did pick these up at a buy sell trade store. I think I paid $11 for them. I was shocked when I found them sitting on the shelf at the buy sell trade, and I kind of saw them, you know, from a few aisles over, and I was just looking over at the shoes, and I like stopped and saw, and I like trucked over as fast as I could. The funny thing was, I think that the store was having their 80% off sale at this point, and I got maybe one other item, but when I saw these, I was like, yep, I'm out of here. I gotta grab these and run, because I don't know how they were still there, but I guess, you know, they had marked them at $12.99, and then I had gotten 10% off that day, so I got these for about $11.50. I will take Rothy's for $11.50. Next, here is another cool item. This one is a men's jacket. It was kind of a thin puffer zip front, almost had like a men's dress, not dress shirt, but like men's outdoor shirt kind of look to it. Really cool. This one sold for $50. I paid $9 for this at the thrift store. Again, I pick up cool if it's in great shape when I find it. The next item, this is PJ Salvage. It is a pajama set. They do sell this brand, I think, at some boutiques, but mostly at Nordstrom Rack, Nordstrom. I've seen it around at those. This was a new with tag set. I actually picked it up for myself. It was half off day, I think, at the local Savers, and they were really cute. And in my mind, I just kept going, yeah, but they're new with tags, and I could probably sell them for, you know, a pretty decent amount, which I did. They sold for $50. Lululemon. This is a men's Lululemon. I paid $7 for it. I'm still a sucker for Lululemon. If I find it and it's in good condition, I grab it. Men's is selling better for me than women's lately. So if I find a men's, I'll pick it up. This one sold for $38. It had quite a bit of interest. It's a particular style that's like a moisture wicking with metal, I don't know, something in it, so it like doesn't stink. And I had quite a few offers on it. I did end up getting this offer for $38. I took it. And then the last item I wanted to show you guys, these are Fry boots. I picked these up at the thrift store as well. I paid $7 for them, and I think it was because they didn't know that they were Fry. Typically, the thrift store that I went to, if they know a brand, they will mark it up. This is a thrift store that never has sale days. So when I found these for $7, I was really excited. They sold for $70. They did have some damage. The heel had a little bit of where the cork, the wood cork had peeled off a little bit. They had some scratches. Personally, I think it added to the like distressed look of the boots. The buyer was super happy, and yeah, I was happy. So the last couple items I wanted to share were some sales I had over on Mercari. Mercari did really well for me in February. It still wasn't a ton of sales, but it was more sales than I've ever had over on that platform in 1 month. So I was really happy. 3 of my favorite sales I had over there. This first item, these were a pair of Miss Me jeans. Usually the Miss Me jeans that sell well are the ones that have very embellished back pockets. These did not, but they still sold for a surprising amount. I had them over there for $34. I do provide free shipping on all of my Mercari items. So these were $34 with free shipping. And yeah, I think the buyer ended up being really happy with these. These were from a ThredUp rescue box. When I first got this ThredUp rescue box, was pretty disappointed with the items that I got in it. But to be honest, I've more than doubled my money back in about 3 or 4 pair of jeans. So I would say it's might be worth the risk. Maybe not now that it's March, but you know, in the future, I may end up buying another ThredUp DIY rescue jeans box because it seemed to have been, you know, a good investment. Average price for all those jeans I paid was about $2 a piece. So yeah, this 1 pair of jeans almost paid for an entire DIY rescue box. The next item, this was a really cool sweater. I wanted to keep it. It had a lot of interest across all platforms. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. It was like this really cool graphic. You can see rainbow lightning bolt Bowden sweater, and it was new with tags. I grabbed this at a thrift store for $5. It sold for $45, and it sold within about a week. This was a really cool sweater, and I would 100% pick this up again. The last item that I'm going to talk about that sold on Mercari, this was a philanthropy t-shirt. It sold for a lot more than I expected it to. I got this t-shirt in a B&G trading liquidation box. I wouldn't say that it was the best investment I've ever made. I have made some money back on it, and I haven't made what I paid for the box, but a lot of the items that they sent were spring and summer, so I actually have some back here that I'm going to be listing in the next couple of weeks. So I can't really give you guys an idea of like if I like B&G trading yet. I know that there are some other people out there who have great videos. I have heard horror stories And I've heard really good positive feedback. I know C Fashion Guru, he's a really great YouTuber and reseller, I think in the Seattle area. He did a really great series on the B&G trading box. So if you want to go check out his, I would recommend you do that. This one surprised me in its sale because it did sell for full asking price, $28. Like I said, I do offer free shipping on Mercari, and my cost of goods for that B&G trading box was about $8. I think it was $7.98 per item. So not a terrible cost of goods, but still not stellar. I think I average from local thrift stores probably about that, but I'm actually getting pieces that I've seen. So I don't know. I don't know if I would buy it again. Maybe in the future we could do an unboxing together, and that might be pretty fun. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in something like that. I am happy with my sales this past month. It wasn't a record-breaking month, but I hit my goal. I hit my goal for the month, which makes me really happy. Those are some of my more memorable sales from February. This is not all of my sales, just so you guys know. I am part-time. I put about 20 to 25 hours into my personal business as a reseller. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom, and so that is my number one job. So I do what I can when I can. So I just want to say thanks for stopping by. If you guys want to see more of these videos, please like and subscribe. And yeah, keep following me here on Stripes and Twine. I would love to see you guys in the future. Leave me a comment, say hi. I like when people say hi. And yeah, keep on thrifting. Thanks guys, bye.